So we are here at the Globe Theater, 103-year-old, newly renovated, amazing space, and it's gorgeous.
This theater is actually an amazing piece of history. It's the first Broadway theater in the country, and actually Broadway started here and not in New York, which a lot of people don't realize. All of that detail, all of that Baroque style architecture is all original, and it's all been brought back to life. It's just an incredible place to have an event.
Right when we walked in here, we saw how beautiful it was, and the concept was really inspired by the space once we saw it.
The hardest part with keep doing these shows is how are we gonna make them different. I went to Marco's psychic and she told me about this. She kept saying the experience. It's gonna be an experience, this project you're gonna work on. And I feel like this is that experience. Gaga's album is being released on October 21st, the night of our show. So hopefully she wants to come promote it.
Chanel and Marco reached out to me about wanting to do something a little bit different, more immersive, fashion installation meets nightclub.
Adore, Courtney, really close friends of mine that we never really get to showcase their talents, so we're gonna get to do that this time.
The Video Music Awards without the awards.
You build a little room so that when you're looking at the end of the runway, you see the girl like waiting in the window.
Doors. So,
right. Oh, that could be cool.
We all met, and it was a match made in hedonistic heaven, and we came up with the concept, A Night in the Red Light.
We need a bunch of doors, like maybe even with like numbers on them. Either like one girl at a time opens the door and closes it, or like if all the doors open at once.
The whole idea of like the red light district and you know, the buying and selling of love, sex, work. Because, you know, if there's two things that I love, it's sex and work.
You know, like in New York, back in the 80s, you put the quarter in and then the thing would raise?
Yeah.
What if it was like, you know, in Europe or whatever, in Amsterdam, where you go and like see your hookers or whatever that are like in these glass tanks?
The thing I like about doors is that they're kind of ugly, and they can be like filthy, and they can like, the sticks can be like falling off. And you have the wall of doors, right? And then you have the back wall. The doors all open, they come out and they walk, one, and they get back, and they don't close the doors until everybody's back, and then they all slam the doors.
Adore got all big and famous, and I wasn't able to have her in the last couple shows, so she's back. We have Raja, who's, you know, legendary.
Alaska, we've wanted Alaska to be in the show for years. She's finally gonna be here. Detox is coming back. Of course, Matthew. You know, some of my favorite people to work with.
I mean, I'm excited about all the queens. I'm excited to have the Strut Girls. You know, Isis worked with us in New York, and same with Reese, and we're having them back. I got Laith Ashley, who is so gorgeous. I'm excited that I got him for the show. Duo Raw called me and they were like, we heard you're doing a show. We'd love to work with you guys again.
I'm ready to get started putting together all of these acts and sewing it together and making like one amazing night. And I'm dressing the whole evening. So really, like, you know, whether you're watching pole dancers or someone singing a song or people on the catwalk, you're still watching my fashion show because everybody's gonna be wearing something custom that we made specifically for this evening.
I've seen the sketches and I think the collection's gonna be beautiful.
We're very honored to have Marco here to do an amazing fashion show.
You can get your tickets at the link below.
I want people to get here at 9 p.m. and at 2 a.m. be like, what just happened? Like, I just experienced like the coolest night of my life.
This is not gonna be just an event. It'll be an experience.